Today we are doing question number 7 on page number 58 of share capital. In this question we are going to see how the call-in arrears to be entered and when the amount is paid by the shareholder, how we close the call-in arrears account. So all the temporary account that what we are opening, that is equity share application account, allotment account, first call, final call and even call-in arrears, all are to be open and we close by writing respective journal entry. So only one account remain permanent, that one is that bank account, what amount we are receiving, and second that is share capital account, permanent liability we are creating. So asset side also there will be increase, liability side also there will be increase, and all temporary account we keep on open and we keep on closed down. So let us see the journal. Now when you do the share capital example, it is better that if you work out the figures first. Here the figures are in lakhs of rupees and 10 more or less make the whole example correct or wrong. So you have to be little particular. And when you read the question, as per the line of a question, you keep on multiplying the figure with the respective figure of calls. So if you do the working, that will help you in deriving the correct journal entry. See on the page number 56, question number 7. Here, Pagedar Sugar Limited of the Nagpur issued 12 lakh equity shares in public of 10 rupee each. Company received application for 13 lakh 50,000 shares. Shares were allotted at a meeting of the board of directors. Excess share application were rejected and amount received thereon was refunded. Let us do first journal of only this portion. See, company has issued 12 lakh and public has responded. It's an oversubscription, that is of 13 lakh 50,000. So first journal entry we are writing with a bank, that is with all the total shares, that is 13 lakh 50,000. And what amount company has asked for? On application 2 rupee 50 paisa per share. So the first multiplication we are going to do, that is 13 lakh 50,000 at 2 rupee 50 paisa. Company received 33 lakh 75,000 rupee. So let us write the first journal entry. Journal number 1, bank account debit. Debit. The total amount 33 lakh 75,000. 2. Why you have received money? 2. Equity share application account. Towards this you have received 13 lakh 75,000 rupee. Being share application received from 13 lakh 50,000 at 2 rupee 50 paisa per share towards the public issue of 12 lakh shares. That is what your first journal entry. Then the second journal, they say that we have refunded the excess application. Company cannot hold money for more than 90 days. Within that time, company has to refund. If company fails to refund in that time, company has to pay interest on that hold amount. So it is better that immediately we refund the money. So the second journal entry we have to derive that we are refunding the excess application. 13 lakh 50,000 minus 12 lakh is equal to 1 lakh 50,000. That is what extra you have received to be refunded. And 12 lakh you require, that will be treated towards the share capital. So here we have to close our account equity share application account debit with the full figure 33 lakh 75,000 to bank. We have to refund the money, that is what? Extra money. 1 lakh 50,000 into 2.5, that is 3 lakh 75,000. This what we have refunded. And to equity share capital account, that is what our permanent account, towards it the amount will go total 30 lakhs. Being equity share application account closed and transferred to equity share capital account and excess application money refunded. So this is what the first we have done, the first paragraph journal entry. Then we proceed. On allotment, company is asking 2.50. On first call, 2 rupee per share. Final call, 3 per share. So all the 4 calls company is utilizing. Now here, Aishwarya, who was allotted 960 shares, could not pay the first and final call money. Underline, wherever the amount is not paid, in a call amount is not paid, you have to write the call in arrears. Here we are doing an example by opening call in arrears account, where the winner who was allotted 1200 shares could not pay the final call money. So at 2 calls you are not getting money, at a first and second at a final call. Except this, all the sum due from other shareholder were received. Aishwarya and Vinay had paid their arrears amount to the company afterwards. Underline, they are paying later on, so we have to consider that payment we are receiving later on. Pass the journal entries to record about transactions in the books of the company by giving, there is no effect of interest to be given. Okay. So now we proceed to the allotment. Now from allotment onwards, company will demand first and then the bank entry will come. So your third journal entry is equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. Now we have already refunded that extra money. So whatever multiplication now we are going to do, that is with the original our 12 lakh shareholders. So 12 lakh shareholder multiplied with 2.50, that comes to 30 lakhs. So 30 lakhs you are asking for, and the investors, that already the shareholders to whom you have allotted, they are going to pay. The narration is that being equity share allotment at 2.50 demanded by the company. Then the fourth, we are receiving money of all the shares to whom we have allotted. So the next journal entry, bank account debit, you are getting money, total money you are getting, so there is no change in the figure, to equity share allotment account. So with this we are closing our allotment account. There is no call in arrears, so allotment account is closed. Being equity share allotment account closed, and that is what account you have received the money. Number 5. Now in the fifth, that again we are asking for the first call. So first we have to ask the money. So equity share first call account debit. Here also the same, we are asking 12 lakh shareholder to pay 2 rupees. So now the multiplication with the 2 rupee. So it comes 24 lakhs to equity share capital account. Towards equity share capital we have asked 2 rupee from our shareholder. Being equity share first call money asked at 2 rupee per share from the shareholders. Now here it is said that 960 shareholder held by that Aishwarya, she is not paid. It means that remaining share money you are getting. So here the change will be there, that bank account debit, that debit will be with the figure what you have received. 960 not paid. It means that out of 12 lakh, 11 lakh 99,040 shareholder only have paid 2 rupee. So your figure is 23 lakhs 98,080. 23 lakhs 98,080. Now you have, that is the calls in arrears, the money which is not received. So here calls in arrears account debit. How much? That is 960 into 2. So 1920. 1920. To equity share first call account. That is the full figure 24 lakhs. Being company has received first call money except 960 shares held by Aishwarya. So this what you have to keep in mind, that when you are not getting money with that figure 1920, your total receipt will be less. Now the final call that we have to ask for. So equity share final call account debit to equity share capital account. How much the company is asking at a final call? 3 rupee. So 12 lakh into 3. So 36 lakhs rupee company is asking for. 36 lakhs. 36 lakhs. We are asking the total figure, being company demanded 3 rupee per share towards the final call from shareholders. Now A. We are not getting money. See, a person who has not paid first call, it is but obvious that that person not going to pay the final call also. As well as one more shareholder, that is what, the winner. He is also not paying. So now we have two persons. One is Aishwarya with 960 and one is Vinay with 1200. So total 2160 shares amount at 3 rupee you are not getting. So that will be your call in arrears figure. First shareholder not paid plus second shareholder not paid become the total multiplied with 3. So next entry, bank account debit. Now that is going to be less, 11 lakh 97,840 into 3. So that comes to 35 lakh 93,520. 35 lakh 93,520, that only you are getting. Then you have call in arrears account debit. That is what we have worked out, 6480 to equity share final call account. That is the total figure 36 lakhs. So in and all, being equity share final call not received from the total 2160 shares amount. In and all, we have not received two figure, 1920 and 6480. Here the instruction is saying that later on we have received the money from the shareholder. So once again the next entry we have to pass, that is the bank account debit, that we have received the total money 1920 plus 6480, that is 8400. Bank account debit 8400 to, that is call in arrears. Arrears account, that is 8400. So in this manner, if you do the working of your example first and if you keep all the figures proper, then writing journal is simple. At the end you have to do the total and find the total and complete your example. Now narration also is compulsory to write in this example. if precisely particularly mentioned in the question that don't write narration, then only don't write. Otherwise you will lose the marks for the narration. So at every end of the journal, the narration to be mentioned. And in the narration, if you have worked out figure like this as a working, then it's okay. Otherwise better that you put the figures in bracket and explain how the figure you have calculated. In this manner, you have to do the example of Colin Ayers account to be open and that account to be closed. See, here we have debited 1, debited 2. These two are debit and here we have credited. So this account is closed. Colin Ayers. Like that, equity share application account here credited, here debited. So every account, if you observe, we all are closing. The only account remain open, that is your equity share capital account. And the balance of equity share capital will be equal to what we have asked for. In this way, do the journal of Colin Ayers. Thank you.